Alright, what's good homies, welcome back to another RLL3 Beer Pro video. Back playing some survival, it's Corey Norman. Before we get into the next match, I want to quickly go over the rules and objectives, specifically for people that are new around here. Alright, so if you're new around here and don't know what survival is, basically, it's a chance for me to play as a star player of your choice, and our objectives are to make the finals and ultimately win the premiership. There is a little bit of a catch. The reason it's called survival is because we have to make it to finals week without losing a game with the star player we chose. It's really just a chance for me to play with pro players you'd like to see, instead of going through a whole season of just one player. Anyway, so if we lose during regular season, we restart with a new star player, sim to the round we lost, and continue from there. And that's where things can get a little tricky, because if we lose late in the season, we could sim back and have no chance to make the 8, thus resulting in the end of the series. So that's pretty much a Beer Pro survival in a nutshell. It's pretty much like survival mode in a fighting game. The idea for the series, however, was inspired by Insane's How Far Off the Star, so his links will be in the description below. Alright, so with all that out of the way, we're in round 19, getting ready to take on the Bulldogs at ANZ Stadium. They've won 8 from 16 games for the season, and they're in pretty poor form, only winning 2 from their last 5, currently coming off a 3-game losing streak. As we look at their most recent game, it was another home game where they fell to the Broncos 14 points to 8, a man of the match performance by Corbin Sims. Alright, so let's get into the match here. As we look at their squad, Morris, Lee and Phillips are the back 3, Hopper and Morris in the centres, Reynolds and Mbaya in the halves, Jackson, Eastwood and Faitala Mariner in the back row. They've got Graham, Leisha and Clemmer up front, and finally on the bench, Tolman, Cassiano, Kieran Holland and Adam Elliott. Pretty terrible weather as we get into the match. 10 minutes in, we find space up the middle and we're going to get tackled about 12 out. Second tackle. They go short to Radraja as he goes on the tear, almost makes it to the line. Third tackle, we're in at first receiver as we call for it, hold the pass out and the line just opens up. We slide right through for the first try of the game. Alright, so while we're taking the kick, I want to give a shout out to Dalek Rob. I'm not sure if I said that right, but he's put a lot of work into the fan hub. He's uploaded the 2017 Holden Cup rosters, and he just got done with the New South Wales Cup. I think he's doing the Queensland Cup right now. So if there's anyone out there looking for 2017 Holden Cup teams and New South Wales and Queensland Cup teams, just search for Dalek Rob. I'll put his gamer tag on screen. Not only has he done all the rosters, but he's actually edited player likenesses and they look pretty spot on. So once again, a big thanks to Dalek Rob for all his hard work. Alright, back to the match at hand. We're about 8 minutes away from halftime, running onto it here as we get it out to Jennings, putting him through space once again. A familiar sight this season. This time he fends off Morris as he scores our second try of the game. He's definitely been our go-to strike weapon. I've tried using French and putting Radraja through holes, but out of all my outside back options, Jennings is the one who consistently delivers, so I'll just keep feeding him the ball, well at least as much as I can, as we head into the break with a 12-point lead. It's been a perfect performance so far. Not happy about those missed tackles, but there's only so much you can do when you're controlling one player. As we get into the second half here, we pop a ball under for Takairangi, and it's going to get wrapped up about 15 out. With a bit of room on the left, that's where we go, as we try and cut back in field, get around Brett Morris at the back, and we're going to get tackled back in the field of play. There was a great defensive play by the Dogs, as they go short, then wide to Manor who takes the tackle. Fifth and last, 12 meters out as we call for it, put a grubber through, a terrible kick really, but we're going to get the repeat set. So we were unable to make anything happen off that. Back off the Bulldogs in attack, as Hopper goes on a little break. Down the sideline, he's going to score their first try of the game. It comes in the 70th minute as they send it up to take a look at the grounding. And I think you'll find that there will be no issues with the grounding, as they give them the green lights. Reynolds takes the kick 5 meters in from the touchline, and he's going to slot the 2 points, and it eventually becomes a consolation try as we head into the full-time match stats. A pretty low scoring game. We scored and set up a try, and also kicked 2 goals. As always, drop the like button for more content. Thank you for tuning in, and later. Whatever you need.